Hello my friend and welcome to my channel. Today I've got A. England, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and Maniology MXM123. Here is A. England and this is A Midsummer Night's Dream, and it's so pretty. So excited. I've already started off with Miltix Formula 2 on my nails as a base coat, and here we go with this luscious painted on polish. I mean, this stuff like almost puts itself on the nail. It's got such an amazing formula, and this is all of the A. England polishes I have are just beautiful polishes that'll knock your socks off. The formulas are amazing, and it's been a minute since I played with them, so I had to pull one out. Here we go with our second coat. And if you have longer nails, you might need 3 coats of this polish, but with my little short nails right now, I'm good with just the 2. It'll be perfect. Stunning. We're going to top it with I&M Out the Door. This is my quick dry top coat that I like to use to kind of, get them to dry down quick so we can do some playing on them. But I also like this because it's a thinner top coat than, like, say, Seche Vite or Posh. There it is on its own. Maniology MXM123, the butterfly dragonfly plate. So excited to play with this. This came in when I wasn't feeling good, so we had to get back to it. We'll be using Maniology straight up black and a bunch of cube stampers and a little Maniology scraper there. So I'm going to kind of plop these out onto some stampers, and then we'll come back and we're going to fill the images in with colors. Got the dragonflies, and now I'm going for some butterflies. Ta-da! There we go. God, these images are picking up beautiful. I don't know why I'm acting so surprised. I've been buying from Maniology before they were even Maniology, so I've always been impressed with the quality of their stamping plates and their stamping polishes. I mean, I've had a few that were hit or miss on the polishes, but to be honest, these stamping plates have always impressed me. Alright, I'm picking up some single images. I did pick up a couple of full nail images, and now I'm just grabbing a couple of just singles. Because my nails are so short, it's going to be a little hard to get very much under these little bitty nails of mine. I am removing the excess image that I don't want off of the stamper with a little piece of tape. And we're going to let that roll. We're going to pick up some more images, and while that's happening, I'm just going to chat. So, I don't know when you're going to see this. It might be way down the road, but as many of you know, I had a health crisis in April. Spent quite a bit of time in the hospital. I actually went to the hospital, stayed for a weekend, and then got out of the hospital, came home for a week, and then was back in the hospital the next weekend. So, as you can see at points in this video, I have a medical alert bracelet now that tells people that I'm on thinners in case I, get hurt. And I also have a purple watch on my wrist that's a kind of like a Fitbit kind of watch. It keeps up with your blood pressure and things like that. So that is what's going on with me. And in future videos, you'll also see a thumb ring on my right hand, because it also keeps up with the blood pressure and stuff. Here we go. We got Candy Spirit, and then Jungle Mirage, and then Mercury, I can't say that one right. Mercury Baseline? Baseline? I don't know. But anyway, it's a pretty blue polish. So I'm just putting my pink polish out on the little stampy mat, and I'm using the detail brush to fill in, like I do, one color at a time. So on these singles, I'm doing a pink butterfly, and then since I picked out 3 colors, I get to have all my singles are going to be individually a color, and then I'm going to use all of the 3 colors on the full nail designs. I hope that makes sense. I'm a little out of practice with this nail polishing and explaining and stuff. It's been a minute. There we go. Looking pretty good. Do love these stamping plates. Oh, wait. I think I saw a spot. It's funny because you can't see it from this side. And then here goes a full nail design. You can see I'm doing the butterfly ones. I mean the dragonfly ones. And I'm just going to do all 3 colors on one nail design so that I can kind of pull this whole manicure together and be cohesive. All matchy-matchy. There we go. Looking good. Loving it. And then the butterfly one for the full nail image. And since my nails are so short, I'm not going to worry about filling in every single bit of these full nail designs because I know I'm not going to need it. I'm really not. I am hoping to get them healthy again. Been working on it. Doing all the cuticle oils and lotions and base coats and stuff. But the main thing is I got to keep them painted. And that's how I get mine to grow out, is I have to keep them painted no matter how tiny short they are. Love that yellow. That's so pretty. And let me know, have you ever seen a pink dragonfly? I haven't, but that's okay. Because in nail polish world, you can do that. Polish is starting to get a little goopy on my brush, so it's probably fixing to be time for me to wipe it on my paper towel. Alright, and then a yellow butterfly. So pretty. I'm just a junkie for like flower and butterfly manicures. I don't know if I can ever get away from them. And now we're using that purpley blue color, that blurple shade, which Mercury baseline. I don't know. It is what it is. And then a little single butterfly. Very cool. So I'm pretty stoked about this one. While I was having my little health crisis, which we're not 100% resolved yet, but it's okay. I'll keep you informed. But while I was having that, I had the same nail polish on for both of my trips into the emergency room, and that is not like me. I used to change my manicures about 3 times a week, and now I'm lucky if I get to change them once a week. I just can't keep up. So we're going to just stay on it and do what we can, and keep it all, you know, keep my nails growing, and hopefully they'll work all right. Okay, so I did use the Wet n Wild Clear to kind of make decals out of these. Not because I really wanted decals per se, but because I knew that I was going to have to peel them up to trim them down some to make them easier to get on my nails. And so that's why I did the clear and turn them into decals essentially. And I'm just trimming some of it out so that I don't have as much cleanup to do when I apply them. I am going to put it back down on the stamper, get this excess off. I'm going to stick it over here on the lint roller, and then going to lay that back down on the stamper so it's ready to go on my nail. And I'm going to do this one too. Just using Woody as a helper to get them to come up off that stamper. Use my little nippy scissors. That's what I call them. They're really called thread nipping scissors or thread nipper scissors. I love them because I can use them with my left hand or my right hand. Makes life so much easier, depending on what you're doing. And I love them. Uh-oh, I dropped my decal. There we go. Alright. Can move on with this. I know this is kind of long, but there was a lot of steps when you do, you know, reverse stamping or advanced stamping. It gets crazy. Alright, so I'm going to use the Maniology Sticky Base. Going to apply a thin coat to my nails. That way, when I go to apply these images, these decals, that they stick well. Hopefully. Y'all have to excuse me, my sinuses are jacked again. It's just the way it is here where I live. Fields all around us and stuff blooming. Alright, so I got the dragonflies on that one. I'm going to mush them down with my finger to make sure they're flat and sticking to my sticky base coat. And then now for the next one is a little single butterfly. Tap, tap, tap. There we go. And the last one. No, we're not doing that one yet, girl. I don't even know if I showed that one. I might edit it out. But I am going with my little cuticle tool, going around trying to break apart this unwanted excess that's hanging off of the nail. Going around and get my fingers in there and just kind of straighten it out so I can cut it with my little scissors. I try to get as close as I can because that way I don't have as much mess to clean up with the acetone, because this decal has black in it and the black just likes to smear and stick to any dry skin and just, it just looks gross. So I try to get as close as I can, and I promise you I am not jabbing myself with that little cuticle tool. I mean, I do push down, but I promise I'm not like jabbing to where I injure my cuticle or my fingernails or any of that good stuff. Just to break that apart. And it works pretty good, or I wouldn't keep doing it and keep having to explain why I use this tool. It's my go-to. And my little nippy scissors are very handy too. And I'm cutting with my left hand, and I'm right-handed, so that just shows you how well those work. Now I got a mess down here. It's wearing me out. So I'm covered up with a messy paper towel, and we're going to go in with some acetone and melt the edges of this. I use the side of my brush, the flat side of my brush, to go across the tip of the fingernail, and then just go around the edges a little bit. Yep, smearing that black all around, getting it all nice and funky. But it's okay. In the end, I really like this one, so it's worth it. Gotta get up under there because that's the part that would really make me crazy. Believe it or not. That's the thing that makes me the craziest, is something up under my fingernails. It feels gross, and I like it. But I only had to do this kind of cleanup really on the two full covered nails, the thumb and the middle fingernail, because the other ones were pretty close up. I mean, there might be a tad bit of clear cleanup around them, but nothing crazy. And cleanup does take a while, but I do recommend, just slow your roll, do it. Because it's better to just do it on the front end than the back end, At least that's my opinion. Alright, got that all cleaned up, and we're not quite finished yet. We've still got one more little pinky nail to do. So we're going to put some of that sticky base coat on that nail, and let it kind of air dry while we get our stamper ready. Here we go. Another little cute dragonfly. There it is. Alright, tap, tap, tap. Make sure it's stuck down flat and good. And we're just gonna kind of trim off the extra. It's not coming off with that because it's a very little bitty bit. So I'm gonna go in with my acetone and clean up brush and just get that little bitty bit off. Very, very tiny bit. Very easy. Alright, they're all on. Got a little bit of clear sticking off the edge, so I'm going to melt that with the acetone. Alright, looking good. We're going to top these with the smudge-free top coat. Let that air dry. And then next, we're going to finish this one off. Alright. Hi, Woody. How you doing? Good job. Alright, now we're going to top it with some I&M out the door. And I know normally I use Posh, but this was sitting out. So we're going to use it. I'm going to cap my free edge. Sorry about the camera getting blurry. And there is my manicure. I do hope you enjoyed this one. I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, be good to yourself.